When two black teenage twins stepped into their karate class, they never imagined they'd face threats, from fellow black belts no less. But Jamal and Jaden weren't just any students. They were relentless fighters, bonded by blood and battle-tested skill. What happened next flipped the script entirely, leaving everyone in the dojo stunned and earning the twins respect they truly deserved. Jamal and Jaden are twin brothers who share more than just their birthday. They share a deep passion for karate. From a young age, they found strength, discipline, and focus in the art of martial combat. Their bond runs deep, not just as siblings, but as training partners who push each other to be better every single day. Quietly confident, they carry themselves with the calm assurance that comes from years of disciplined practice. Their karate training is more than just physical, it's a way of life. Hours spent perfecting kicks, punches, and stances have built their bodies and sharpened their minds. They know that true strength comes not from anger or intimidation, but from control, respect, and perseverance. This mindset is what defines them both inside and outside the dojo. The dojo itself is a place where respect isn't given freely, it must be earned. Among the students, a group of older black belts holds the unofficial reign. These veterans of the dojo command attention and respect through years of experience and skill. They see newcomers like Jamal and Jaden as competition, threats to their status. The atmosphere is tense. Respect here is a currency guarded fiercely. For Jamal and Jaden, entering this new dojo was a test they were ready for, though they didn't yet know just how soon they would have to prove themselves. Their calm and steady presence quietly challenged the status quo, setting the stage for a confrontation that would reveal not just their fighting skill, but the strength of their brotherhood. As Jamal and Jaden settled into the rhythm of their new karate class, it didn't take long for the older black belts to take notice. These seasoned fighters, proud of their hard-earned status, spotted the twins' quiet confidence and skill, and immediately felt a threat. Whispers started to ripple through the dojo. The atmosphere shifted, eyes narrowed, and jaws tightened. One of the senior black belts, a tall, muscular fighter named Marcus, stepped forward. His gaze was sharp, his stance rigid. "Who do you think you are, walking in here like you own the place?" he sneered, his voice dripping with challenge. The others circled closer, their posture and expressions radiating hostility. Jamal and Jaden exchanged a brief glance but didn't flinch. They had faced challenges before, both on the mat and in life, and this was no different. The twins stood tall, their bodies relaxed but ready, unshaken by the intimidation tactics. The older black belts launched verbal attacks, mocking their style, questioning their experience, and throwing thinly veiled racial jabs. "This isn't a playground for beginners," one spat. "You're going to learn respect the hard way." Despite the sharpness of the words and the aggressive gestures, Jamal and Jaden remained composed, refusing to rise to the bait. Other students in the dojo began to notice the tension. Some stepped back, sensing the brewing storm. Others watched eagerly, waiting to see how the twins would respond. The dojo, once a place of focused training, became a stage for an unspoken battle of wills. Jamal finally broke the silence, his voice calm but resolute. "We're here to train, to get better, not to start fights." Jaden nodded beside him, matching his brother's steady gaze. The older black belts hesitated. This was not the reaction they expected. The twins' calm defiance unsettled them, but none were ready to back down. The air thickened with anticipation. Everyone knew that the real test was coming. Words would give way to action, and the dojo would soon witness what these brothers were truly made of. The air in the dojo was thick with tension as Jamal and Jaden exchanged a knowing glance. Without a word, they slipped into their fighting stances, the calm before the storm. Years of training had taught them to control not just their bodies but their emotions. Their bond as twins was their greatest strength, unspoken communication guiding every move. When the first of the older black belts lunged forward, the twins moved as one. Jamal sidestepped with fluid precision, blocking a strike with a swift forearm. Jaden, positioned at his brother's side, intercepted another attack with a controlled sweep. Their movements were a dance of discipline and skill, each strike measured, each defense purposeful. But Jamal and Jaden fought not to injure, but to defend. They held back just enough, showing the dojo that strength wasn't about brute force or aggression, but mastery and respect. Their technique was flawless, their timing impeccable. Even the most aggressive punches and kicks were met with calm counters and redirections. The older black belts, once so confident, began to falter. Surprise flashed in their eyes as the twins' relentless defense frustrated their attempts. What was meant to intimidate became a lesson in humility. The dojo fell silent, all eyes locked on the twins, proving their mettle not just with power, but with grace and restraint. The fight wasn't just physical, it was a statement. Jamal and Jaden showed that respect must be earned through skill and character, not threats and dominance. Their unity and calm composure sent a powerful message. They were here to be part of this community, not to be pushed aside or underestimated. As the confrontation ended, the older black belts stepped back, their expressions a mix of grudging respect and disbelief. The balance of power in the dojo had shifted. The twins had earned their place, not by words alone, but by the undeniable proof of their relentless fighting spirit and brotherly bond. From that moment, the dojo was never the same. Jamal and Jaden had not only defended themselves, they had changed the culture, reminding everyone that true strength comes with humility, skill, and unity. After the intense confrontation, a profound change rippled through the dojo. The older black belts, once brimming with arrogance and hostility, now stood humbled. Jamal and Jaden had not only matched their skill but had shown unwavering integrity and calm strength. It was clear that these twins were not just fighters, they were warriors who understood respect in its deepest form. The dojo's atmosphere shifted noticeably. What had been a place of tension and unspoken challenges softened into one of mutual respect. The whispers of doubt about the twins' abilities faded, replaced by nods of approval and quiet admiration. Jamal and Jaden were no longer outsiders. They were now recognized as key members of the dojo family. Slowly, friendships began to form. Fellow students who had watched the fight unfold reached out with supportive words. Some of the older black belts, initially the harshest critics, approached the twins to offer guidance and even training tips. The barriers built by prejudice and insecurity were breaking down, replaced by a sense of camaraderie and shared purpose. More importantly, Jamal and Jaden's story spread beyond just the physical fight. It became a powerful lesson in breaking stereotypes. Their experience challenged the preconceived notions some had about newcomers, race, and strength. Through their skill, discipline, and character, they proved that respect cannot be demanded or assumed. It must be earned through consistent actions and honor. The twins' journey sent a message to the entire dojo. True strength is about more than just winning fights. It's about resilience, humility, and standing firm in who you are. Jamal and Jaden had not only defended themselves, they had changed minds and hearts. As the dojo resumed its training, a new energy filled the room. The older black belts, now allies rather than adversaries, pushed themselves harder, inspired by the twins' example. Jamal and Jaden, once threatened and challenged, now stood as leaders in a community united by respect and determination. The story of Jamal and Jaden is about much more than just a dojo confrontation. It's a powerful example of what martial arts truly represent. Beyond the punches, kicks, and blocks lies a deep foundation of discipline, respect, and mental strength. These values shape not only how fighters engage with their opponents but also how they carry themselves in everyday life. Martial arts demand patience and self-control, teaching practitioners to stay calm even when faced with provocation. Jamal and Jaden embodied this principle perfectly. Instead of reacting with anger or aggression when threatened, they remained composed, letting their skill and character do the talking. This discipline allowed them to rise above hostility and change the energy in the dojo. Their journey also highlights the unique power of brotherhood and unity. As twins, Jamal and Jaden share an unbreakable bond, one built on trust, understanding, and support. This connection was their secret weapon. Fighting side by side, they instinctively protected and complemented each other, proving that strength multiplies when you stand together. Their story reminds us that facing adversity is far easier when you have someone you can count on. Most importantly, The twins showed that respect is earned through character and ability, not through intimidation or dominance. The older black belts initially tried to assert power by threatening Jamal and Jaden, but they quickly learned that true respect comes from mastery, humility, and integrity. This shift not only changed the dynamic within the dojo but also offers a broader lesson for life. Respect is a two-way street, built on mutual recognition and honor. Through their discipline, unity, and courage, Jamal and Jaden challenged stereotypes and set an inspiring example for their peers. Their story teaches us that real strength isn't measured by how loudly you can roar, but by how calmly and confidently you stand your ground. Jamal and Jaden's journey is a testament to courage, perseverance, and the power of unity. Faced with intimidation and hostility, they stood firm, not by matching aggression with aggression, but by relying on their discipline, skill, and unshakable brotherly bond. Their story reminds us all that true strength is as much about heart and character as it is about physical ability. In life, just like in the dojo, we will face challenges and moments when others try to undermine or intimidate us. It's in those moments that standing your ground with confidence and respect can change not only your own path but also inspire those around you. Jamal and Jaden's example encourages us to believe in ourselves and support others who are facing their own battles. Let this story be a call to action, for all of us to foster communities built on respect, encouragement, and understanding. Whether in martial arts or everyday life, we all have a role in creating spaces where everyone can thrive without fear of judgment or bullying. Stand strong, support one another, and remember, respect is earned through integrity and courage. Together, we can build a world where everyone's strength and dignity are recognized and celebrated.